The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
I had a moment yesterday. I went full Karen.
You went ballistic.
I did, and it felt good. And now I understand.
You've told me a little bit about this story.
Okay, so let me tell you what's happened. Okay, so in our place, we look up the canal, and on the corner, there's an old property that has these 3 beautiful coconut palms that lean out over the canal, and it makes it feel like you're in a tropical resort.
Are they tall coconut?
Yeah, they'd be 50 years old. And when we moved in, I said, I want to buy this place. Well, when we looked at it, I want to buy this place because I love looking at those trees.
Yeah, nice.
And when we moved in, I went, some idiot one day may chop those trees down, so I'm going to plant my own in the foreground as well. So I've planted my own coconut palm to start my own legacy tree. I'm all about legacy trees. And then yesterday, we're sitting outside having a cup of tea, and then this big machine comes in and grabs the throat of palm tree 1 and rips it out of the ground. And I'm just like, ah! And Jeremy's like, no. And then
You would have cried.
they pulled it. I actually cried.
Oh, you cried?
I cried. I was having
Before Jeremy?
Before Jeremy. He couldn't watch. He went, I can't watch this. I'm going inside. And I'm coming in.
So this is across the canal, sorry.
This is across the canal.
Yeah.
This is not our land.
No.
We have no jurisdiction whatsoever. But I just love those trees so much, and I started crying.
Why would they want to get rid of them? Those trees are cool.
Well, they probably want to put some infinity pool in or some bullshit. I don't know, all language. But I was just in...
Isn't that what you yelled out when you were going on?
Well,
That's what you said.
I did an Insta story showing what was going on.
Right.
And then I walked inside. I started crying. I'm like, no, stuff this. I've got to let it out. I walk out to the front of our property, the back of our property, which looks at theirs.
Yeah.
They're all standing out there with the machine, including the owner, I could tell. And I just yelled out, they were the best effing bit, you effing morons.
Really? You gave it to them? Both barrels?
I did. I lost it like a lunatic.
Would they look around? How did they react?
Yeah, they kind of looked around and then they all
Things
walked
would
away.
echo in a canal.
I
too.
know.
Oh, yeah. That's like...
Oh, they would have heard it over at bloody Barucci
wherever.
Sands, wherever, yeah. But
Could they tell that you were going off at them? Like,
I think so.
Yes.
And they all walked away.
but
And I was
don't you going to have to live with these people now? Like, 'cause, presumably
not really.
they're,
and they all
they're
know
new
I
to the
live there
neighbourhood.
too. They all know I live there.
Well, of course, it's your house. You're
So-
yelling from the backyard like a mad woman.
I've just gone crazy. And anyway, I posted on Instagram, but I just can't believe I went full Karen. And Will, who's at home sick at the moment, he walks in and he goes, did you just Karen our neighbours? And I said, yeah, I did. And then later on, I said, Jeremy, let's go and have a walk. I want to go and see what's happened. Then we see them delicately wrapped on a truck.
I was going to say, where are they going?
They're being transplanted.
Yeah, because the play might have been go over there, not Karen, go over there and say,
That
hey,
would have been
I would love your trees.
If I didn't wake up at 4 a.m. every morning and I was
I hear ya.
functioning like
Sister,
a normal
I hear ya.
human,
I hear ya.
I probably would have
done
been
that.
civil.
But it sounds like they've got
Sorry,
other
she's
plans
got a
for
job, David.
No, but yeah, you're
I've
right.
got a job.
I apologise. It's my fault now.
I'm tired and cranky because I've got to come here and sit with you and your COVID and your yes,
that helps.
And then when I get home,
Where were the trees going, you reckon? Don't you reckon they sold them?
I think they've either sold them or they're going to preserve them and bring them back once they've put in their wanker pool.
Because you got a wanker pool? Not really a wanker pool.
No, I don't have a wanker
You've got
pool.
a normal pool.
I'm in like a little brick shit house, to be
You've
fair.
you've
But
got
I just wanted their palm
You've got a
trees.
kidney pool, haven't you? Okay, old school.
No, I don't have a kidney. I did in
Okay.
the last one.
That's right, yeah.
No, I've got like a Capri pool.
Because
Actually, that's a wanker pool.
one of the movies, I think it was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
My mate was just somehow found out they had a lot of those same trees
Yeah.
for the set.
Yeah.
And went up there and said, I'll buy them off you, and bought them all and took them to his place, and now he's got them in his place.
Well,
Proper coconut trees.
Yeah, like legit.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snackbox.
I saw some news yesterday. I'm going to do something here, by the way, that I've never done before and that I never thought I would ever do.
I love when you say this.
And that is defend Jerome Luai.
Oh, come on.
okay, wait. First, who's Jerome?
Jerome Luai used to play for the Penrith Panthers.
Okay, aren't
And
they
they've
on
won-
top at the moment?
They've won 4 in a row.
Where are they?
In the bottom, but other than Brisbane.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were in the bottom, weren't they?
They're not. They're just off the
yeah,
bottom.
A couple off.
Yeah.
okay.
But he's been a big part of their success. Like they've created history. They've won 4 premierships in a row.
Yeah, that's what was banked in my head.
Yes.
Yes.
And then he's He's like the Robin to Nathan Cleary's Batman. Like the two of them have just been dominant, but he's moved to another team, and he's a controversial figure. He played in an Origin match a couple of years ago. I don't quite remember, but he kind of had to go at sort of people who had jobs or were
I think
something afterwards. Or
they were sort of slagging him off for either a bad performance or a loss or something, and then he posted a picture of himself. Well, you good losers have to get up for work in the morning.
Yeah,
So shove it.
He's a polarising. He's a
finds a way.
polarising
Okay.
figure.
Yeah.
And
well, if you're getting lumped on like that, you get a little narky. So,
Yeah.
fair
well,
dues.
he was copying a bit of a online abuse yesterday or whatever.
Yeah.
But this was the situation. So he's coming back from their game on the weekend. They got flogged, by the way, by the Melbourne Storm. They're at the airport.
Oh, was that the 60-0 one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was on the phone. He's sitting around the airport waiting for his bags or whatever, and he is on a phone call with his kid and his wife. It was like a
FaceTime.
FaceTime because they come over and they show, and you can see he's on the phone to his wife and his kids.
Yeah.
And some bloke from the public has come up to him and wanted a selfie in that moment. So, and Jerome's kind of gone like, no,
not right now,
hasn't
buddy.
even been rude. He's kind of just gone, it's not the time. I'm actually on the phone to my family and kind of brushed him off. And then the guy went over to someone else from the West Tigers who was eating a meal, and that guy's kind of gone, no, eating a meal. And then that's got posted. The whole vision of all of that happening has got posted, and Jerome Luai is copying abuse, which I don't necessarily mind. But in this one, I'm like, come on. What was he meant to do? Look, what was he meant to do? He's actually he's in the middle of a discussion.
Yeah, he's supposed to brush his. We don't know. It could have been a serious conversation with his wife. Like he's supposed to brush. Just hang on, sweetheart.
Yeah,
We'll get
kids
back to
could be
that.
getting tonsils out.
Situation because some gibber wants a photo and they'll come back. I agree with that.
Well, I'm on team. What's his name? Jerome.
Jerome Luai.
Luai.
All right, I'm on his team for this one.
Nikki, years and years ago,
tell that one.
I was doing an MC gig out at the Caxton Hotel with Fatty Vorton.
Yes.
And before it started, I had to get up and interview Fatty. They gave us dinner. So we were just sitting down at the table. Mm-hmm. Fatty got the calamari and chips.
You got a steak?
I got a steak or whatever I was having, right? But
good steaks there.
The meals got presented, like literally it just turned up, and some bloke came up and took his thong off. He was wearing a thong, and he put the thong on the top of the table, right near Fatty's calamari. And French fries goes, "Hey, fat man, can you give me an autograph?"
What?
And he had a
That's disgusting.
On his plant
He put it
award.
on next to the dinner plate.
and he had like a Nico pen and handed it. And do you know what Fatty did?
What?
Picked up the thong,
Yeah.
signed it,
Yeah.
and said, "There you go, mate."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Why didn't he even whack it? Whack him with
Because
it.
if he does that, he's the biggest. Again, it's the same as old mate.
You know, this is where being a woman's really good. I feel like as a chick, I could have signed it, whacked him over the head with it, and he would have got the horn.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd have made his year if you'd have done that.
I do find it's harder for guys in the public eye when being approached.
You can't
They
do
come
it.
across as the bad
Not what
guys
happens.
if they fob them off. Whereas women, it's just safety.
Yes, it's like
Yeah.
get away
Yeah,
from me with
right.
your thong.
Yeah.
You weirdo.
Exactly. Oh, well, good on Fatty for signing it.
yeah, that's right. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And you could tell that for Fatty, it was kind of like I remember that story vividly. I bet you he doesn't even remember it.
Yeah.
I bet it was nothing to him.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Now, I'm a sucker for a gender reveal on Instagram, and some of them you just never know which way it's going to go.
I would have thought you would have been anti-gender reveal.
I
don't know why, but that's what I would have guessed.
I don't mind a gender reveal. I like the little personal ones. They're the ones I get sucked into, where it's just the couple talking to camera and it's just they've got a cake and it's like pink or blue inside and it's all sweet and all of that. And they've been trying IVF for years. And I love those stories. But occasionally you see people with more money than sense. And I saw one the other day where they'd lined up all their friends and family. It was almost like a wipeout game. Like they were lined up on this kind of bunch of mats with these big kind of guns in front of them.
Yeah.
And they were all kind of wearing plastic, like almost COVID gear. Like they were all covered up.
Yeah.
And then it had the couple in the middle out of the firing line of the guns. So they had pink or blue paint in them. So all of a sudden, half of them got shot with pink paint. And everyone started jumping with excitement, including the mother-to-be. But because the pink paint had gone everywhere, she then slipped over and fell on her stomach. Oh. And I'm just going, you muppet. The pregnant woman. Oh, dear. And then it kind of cuts out. And this stuff happened. I saw another one where it was a plane doing a flyover. And it sprayed the pink and everyone went nuts. And they're all videoing. They're all looking at it and filming it with their phones. And then one person's actually followed the plane. The plane crashed.
Oh, come on.
The pilot died.
Oh, come on.
I'm not even joking. There was another gender reveal that started the California fires, apparently. I'm not sure who that was. But anyway, 13, 24, 10. Have you been to a ridiculous gender reveal?
One that's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Or one that's gone wrong. Yeah. Like mine went wrong.
Well, you reckon that yours went wrong? Sorry,
yeah, it was
did you say a gender reveal started the bushfires in LA?
Allegedly.
Yeah, look, Alicia's nodding her head. Allegedly, it was a gender reveal that, sparked the fire.
I didn't know that.
Plane or what?
No. It was, what? I don't know the full story.
What was your gender reveal? You said yours went wrong.
Yeah, I didn't have a gender reveal party. The first one, we'd put an envelope in on the Christmas tree. And we were going to open it at Christmas. But little did I know, I found out later that my mother-in-law had opened it and told my husband because she just thought it was stupid.
Oh, I remember you told me.
Yeah, and then the second one, we got him to write it in an envelope and we're going to go out for dinner and open it. But then I walked out and I could see right through the envelope and I just saw mail written. Oh. And I was in the car park and I was really hoping for a girl at the time. And I just started crying and having a dummy spit in the car park like a lunatic, full of hormones. And all the ideas of going shopping for dresses were just out the window.
Yeah, that's going to be disappointing. Yeah.
It's all right. I went home and I saw the Gant catalogue and it had the Kennedy boys in like their Gant fishing gear in a little hut by the water.
I'll make him that.
And I went, I'll do that. And I was fine.
Just picked up a Gasman brochure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Make him a preppy little...
No, it was Gant or Polo. I'm like,
same thing.
We'll do that.
Ridiculous.
Those blue leather shoes. You know those blues?
Deck shoes. Deck shoes. Bodie shoes.
Shush, I did buy them.
We all wore them.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
There's a story in the paper today, page 3 of the Courier Mail, that it says it was a glamorous Aussie reunion in New York City as some of our biggest stars gathered to celebrate Phoebe Tonkin's wedding. And then it's got a picture.
And it looks like Victoria's Secrets.
Of four women all in a booth at, it looks like a restaurant or something. They've got the drinks flowing, all the rest of it. They could be the 4 most beautiful women that I've ever seen in my life.
You didn't even make it to the sports section. That's how hot they are.
It says a lot.
It's a show-stopping picture
really
in the paper. And
It actually hurts to look at.
who are, now 2 of the people I know.
Yes.
But two of the people I don't. But they're all Australians.
No.
That's what they're saying.
No.
That's what's saying in the paper.
Eliza's not.
Eliza Wallace is not.
Eliza Gonzalez.
Eliza Gonzalez and Annabelle Wallace.
Okay, well, that was going to be question number 1, is who is Eliza Gonzalez?
The brunette.
The brunette, because...
She's Mexican.
She's hot.
She was in Baby Driver, apparently, Mitch, and also
That's what she's from.
Godzilla vs. Kong.
But she's not Australian. No, that's what I was thinking.
No.
All of these are...
No, but there are a lot of Australians who were there because we also had Teresa Palmer, Samara Weaving, Bella Heathcote, Jessica McNamee.
So who are these people?
Okay, so they just continue to gather like beautiful people
just
to
like
come along.
It's not a hot lineup. I mean, it is a hot lineup.
But this picture is Margot Robbie, okay. Now, she's definitely Australian.
Well, she's Barbie.
And beautiful. Then it's Lara Worthington.
Yes,
Lara Bingle.
Formerly Bingle.
Formerly Lara Bingle. Where the bloody hell are you?
Yep.
Who's married Sam Worthington.
And she's doing her best impersonation of Inspector Morse or something. She's kind of got like an old school suit on.
Yeah, she's got that sort of oversized male suit.
But then a very fashionable, sharp bob. Like, she looks cool.
Yes.
And we all know she's hot.
Yeah, without doubt. And then it's this Eliza Gonzalez.
I know she's.
I mean,
I
I just can't believe it.
She
Like,
was
seriously.
Nickelodeon teen drama Swanacomingo.
She's
where
what?
she started. The Nickelodeon, Mexican Nickelodeon, Swanacomingo was where she rose to prominence.
Are we allowed to do the Mexican accent? Because I was doing it with 2,000 pesos before.
Yeah, it's
And-
allowed.
Yeah, they love it.
They love it. You're into it?
Five Arms gives the big tick on that.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the complaints because
Well, just-
we've done a few.
Don't encourage them.
Yeah, don't tell people.
No,
to
I'm just
complain.
Don't even
acknowledging.
give it as an
We're
option.
waiting for
By the
complaints.
way,
Yeah,
if you were
please
offended by
complain.
that previous segment,
Someone's sitting there, Carnell.
there are
I've
avenues
got a lazy
to
day
express
ahead of me.
that. Yes.
To be fair, they're probably more incensed that we're just having like a drool fest over 4 hot women in the paper.
Well, it was more a question than a drill fest because it says here that it was like an Australian reunion of sorts, and I was like, where are these people? And where have they come from?
Well, what's their address?
They
And
come from
do
Aus-
they have
from
high
Australia.
fences? And
Well,
it's just the best of the best in New York City, my friend, the city that never sleeps.
well, what a come on.
And,
I mean, Mitch, like imagine
Hey,
imagine
okay.
if you sat down at the table, and
you guys wouldn't be able to
that was
speak.
on the other side of
I've
the
interviewed
table. Yeah, I
two of
wouldn't-
those people,
He's
and
interviewed
I
two
was
of them.
floored. Like just by I interviewed Margot Robbie on the set of on the set for a red carpet thing for Wolf of Wall Street, and Annabelle Wallace, who we know from Peaky Blinders. She did the Mummy with Tom Cruise, and she came out here for a red carpet event, and I interviewed her,
Right.
and I was
Was she Thomas Shelby's wife?
yeah.
In Peaky Blinders.
Indeed, yeah.
Wow.
And Phoebe,
Wow.
and Phoebe Tompkins is getting married.
She's from she did Boy Swallows Universe last year.
Oh.
She did Universal. People know for Vampire Diaries. She did. I'll throw it in because
Oh,
it's Link's
yeah.
movie Tomorrow and the War Began. So
Oh,
she's been
yeah, okay,
here, there, and everywhere
Phoebe
for a
Tompkins,
long
okay.
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's not getting to
doing
start in
really
pictures
well.
of her own pre-wedding event. It's just
I
all
tell
the
you what,
Yeah, exactly.
this is going to sound very regressive of me, but
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want that many hot women at my wedding.
No, there's no way that's your
I'm just
bridal
putting
party.
it out
Imagine that's your
there.
bridal party, and then there you are at the top of the list.
Yes.
Planet of the Apes up the front there. Not you personally. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not
in
offended.
general, I mean,
You're going to work really hard to offend me.
No, not
Especially
you.
with that face.
You gotta.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.
Smooth sailing for the Pope. 1 week in, no dramas so far. But the biggest,
The brother's a bit
probably-
lippy.
The brother's getting lippy.
Yes.
You're across this.
This is like a Markle family thing again.
Yes,
it seems.
Yes, I mean, on some level, the Pope must be wanting to say, just can
When
you
will
shut,
the
can you
Europeans
shut up?
learn?
I know more about this Pope.
Through the brother.
In 1 week, I know more about this Pope than I know about
than
any
every other Pope
Yeah, put
combined.
together in the history
In
of
the
the
history of
Popedom.
Pope's some
Yeah.
thing.
When was Pope Eggs Benedict? When was he?
Oh, he was the one before the last.
He was
wasn't
before Francis, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Because he was a long reigning pope from memory. Like
JP2 was,
Yeah.
I feel like was my entire life until Benedict.
yeah.
which one?
John Paul II.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, he was my OG.
He was my
Yeah.
OG as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, this guy's like we've just never known anything about them. I've certainly never found a family member.
Well,
I mean,
let's-
I saw a thing on Instagram. I'm not sure if it was real or not yesterday, but there was some family in America where there was some chick on a FaceTime call with her daughter or whatever, and they're laughing. They've worked out that Prevost, whatever his name is, she went to school with him and hooked up with him. So their family's laughing the fact that Mum hooked up with the Pope.
That's
this is what
so funny.
But this is what I'm talking about. This is. I don't think it's good for the Pope.
I think
I don't
it
think
is.
it's not.
There's going to be Pope TikToks now. Like, oh no, he can't. It's banned, isn't it, for Americans? Well, he might be on the
I don't
gram.
know.
They'll find something.
They're
Yeah,
back.
Instagram.
He'll get on
Like,
X.
what I know about this Pope is that he plays Words with Friends with his brother.
Brother. Yeah.
That's Wordle,
And it's
right?
like-
Is that-
Yeah,
no, he plays
separate.
Wordle and Word.
Yeah, he actually
Words
plays
with Friends.
both.
He plays both.
Yeah. And I just don't think, it's just,
We should
just
know
imagine
that.
the Pope is sitting there playing Wordle.
Yeah.
And his dopey brother's out there telling us all
he
about it.
probably-
It's like, come
And
on.
he probably goes through the Red Sox and
Well,
all
his,
of that.
his brother does the Red Sox jokes.
Yeah.
You know, makes you wearing the Red Sox. And he's like, come on, mate.
It makes me question the whole bloody thing.
Look, it could
It
be
does.
worse.
I'm just
it
like,
could
well,
be
We
worse.
don't know yet if it could be worse. What do you-
Imagine an Aussie Pope. That'd be funny.
Well,
yeah, I'm going to bless you. I'll bless you. Bugger it. I'll bless you too while I'm at it. Anyone else? While I got the water gun out?
Come on, well, we're going out. Come on, who's next?
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne Snack Box.